A lot of people don't understand who I am. Like, I'm a very complex individual, you know what I mean?
The words I would use to describe myself are very like smooth, debonair, charming, funny, energetic, like things like that.
But other people, they having a different opinion of me for some strange reason.
Tawasi, you're an asshole.
Tawasi's personality, I guess I'd say flamboyant for lack of a better word, but
He's funny. At first, his comedic style is very annoying.
If I could use one word to describe Tawasi, it would probably be exaggerated, because everything with him is over the top.
The girls, if you ask them about me, they would say Tawasi's a jerk, he's self-centered, he's conceited.
I would say that he's conceited. Like, there's a thin line of confidence and conceitedness, you know?
Like, did I say he's a jerk?
I love DJing. Like, DJing is something that I think about morning, noon, and night. I think about it when I'm sleeping. I think about it when I'm in the shower. I think about it when I'm driving. I'm on the bus, wherever I'm at. I'm always constantly thinking about DJing.
My favorite part of being a DJ is just making the crowd happy, even the girls. I love making the girls happy.
Tawasi's a great DJ. He's a really good DJ, but his DJing techniques as a DJ, perfect DJ. The mouth, something completely different.
Tawasi loves to be the center of attention. So when he has a mic in his hand, if he don't like you, if you did him wrong at a party, he would go off and off and off about it.
But I also have another love as well.
I like a long hair, thick red pound. Open up her legs, then fillet me on that pussy. I'ma get in and on that pussy. If she let me in, I'ma own that pussy.
Every time I went to the club, my goal was to get 10 numbers every night. And out of those 10 numbers I get, I'm at least sleep with like 4 of them in the span of like 2 weeks to a month. You know what I mean? So I'm busting them down, like that's raw. Like I'm busting them down like that all the time.
He has a lot of girls in his past. There's been a lot of history.
I found out about this girl and I found out about that girl. It was ridiculous. He said one line, "Excuse me if I'm so charming that these females want to be with me."
I was a kid fresh in high school, about second, third year in high school, just developing my craft as a player, and that's when I met Colleen.
She was my heart. Like we was friends before we went out, so we always had that relationship. Like we had that bond. Like she understood me.
So Tawasi and I were literally best friends before we ever started dating.
Like, we went together like peas and rice in a sense.
We would have like similar jerseys and we'd wear, hey, let's plan to wear it on this day, and matching. It was cute. You know, you think back now, it's just like, what was I thinking? It's so lame. I remember the first place we went, it was like to see a movie, like an IMAX movie in Times Square, and it was sweet. It was like really cheesy, and we did the whole take a picture in Times Square thing, and like it was cheesy, but it was nice. You know, it was nice. I consider Tawasi my first love. In my heart of all hearts, when I was dating him, I really believed that I did change this man. You know, his pimp ways or whatever he wants to call it. You know, this girl, that girl, this girl, and I knew genuinely that he had feelings for me. But yeah, I really thought that we had that puppy love. You know,
I cheated on her. I keep it real.
So he cheated on me. You know, I really thought that he would be someone like amazing, that he genuinely felt, you know, these feelings for me. And after he cheated on me, I realized, wow, he really has not changed one bit.
Cause I was messing with this other girl, right? We never did nothing like sexual, but like we used to mess around in the back staircase a lot. I would say I was 93% honest with most of the women that I dealt with. I'm not one to lie a lot. Like lying is not really my thing. Then there's Chanel. Me and Chanel was dealing with each other at a time when it was just, you know, everybody was fucking everybody, you know what I mean?
I don't understand why you did what you did. I know I was more than enough of a female for you. I met Tawasi, I believe December, my senior year of high school, December. Personally, I liked him for him at the point in time. He was very nice, he was sweet. But being a DJ didn't really help him get me. He knew a lot of girls, and it wasn't that I was insecure about it, but he knew a lot of girls and they were very close to him, so it kind of bothered me.
I was pretty popular and I was getting girls left and right. Some girls she knew, like they was her friends.
I guess you can say he cheated with a lot of girls, and they were all in my school, all people I spoke to every day, all day. So, yeah, cheated a lot.
I'm not a big one for cheating. That's why I wasn't really in a lot of relationships. I just was talking to a lot of females.
I feel like most of the girls wanted him because he was in the spotlight. So they were like, oh, I want to be with Tawatsi. He's going to be here, he's going to be there, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. When a girl would come to me about Tawatsi, it was like, let me tell you what's going on with him. Like one girl came to me and printed out an AIM conversation and was like, well, I understand that y'all are talking. I understand you may care about him, but he doesn't care about you. This is what he said, this is what I said. And I'm like, oh, okay. The girls that you've messed with, nothing compared to me. I could have been it for you. We had something, but yet you wanted to give yourself to everyone else except me.
I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much right now.
We could all see Shawnell is very, very, very bitter. But I must say she was right, being that I was out of control. I lost the love for the music and all I cared about was women. I didn't care about myself, I didn't care about anybody in this world, you know what I mean? And when I have really began to feel a withdrawal, like I really wasn't feeling anything anymore, that's when I ran into Daisha.
She is definitely 100% different from all other girls I talked to in the past. Like complete 360. Like not 360, 180. I met my girlfriend, unfortunately at a party, but it was on the line of a party. I'm gonna give y'all the real life story, right?
I went to a Brooklyn College party, which he was DJing at.
I'm going in to the party and I'm online, you know, waiting to get my stuff checked.
And I recognized him and I said his name unknowingly.
So I turn around and I'm like, you know me? And she like, yeah, I know you. And I'm like, where you know me from? She like, oh, you used to talk to my cousin.
And then from that same night, he asked me for my number, we exchanged our numbers. And from then on, we kept in touch. After hanging out with Tawatsi for a long time and getting to know his friends and my friends and the way we all interact with each other, that's when I started catching feelings for him.
I think it was fate that I met her there on that night. Cause I believe if I had never left my wallet in the car, I would have already been in there. And if I would have just straight up left instead of going on the other floor, I probably would have never seen her again.
I definitely see this relationship as a long-term relationship.
Oh, if she gonna watch this, then yeah, she's so nah. But nah, like you never know. You know what I mean? Right now, she's the leading candidate, and there's no other candidate. She's just like the only candidate.
I would say, out of all the people in my life, I could really be 100% with him. Like I grew up in a family where you can't really express yourself. So when I'm around him, that's never an option. I can always be real with him. And I always believe that he's 100% with me.
She understands me. That's the most part. Like she really takes her time to understand who I am and accept who I am. And when I make mistakes, she accepts me for like the mistakes that I make.
When we chill with each other all the time, we always make jokes, we always play around, always act a fool. It's a very fun relationship. And it's times where he could be overbearing and he doesn't like to listen to anyone. He thinks his way is the best way and the only way. But after some time, we both really learn to really listen to each other and see our point of views, and like in any aspect, we always hear each other out.
The major difference between Tawatsi then and now is that he's way more focused, and you can tell that he's very motivated. Now you can tell when he goes to parties, he's there early, he's there setting up, making sure everything's okay, sound check and whatever is needed.
And at the end of the party, I'm not worried about how much girls I can really bag, but I'm more concerned about wrapping up the wires properly and getting everything home on time so I can go home and go to sleep. I really think I'm at a happy place in life, you know what I mean? Like, I've definitely changed, and who's to say what tomorrow is gonna bring, you know what I mean? It could bring pain, it could bring happiness. Like, all I know is for the moment right now, I'm at a good place. In Daisha, we're happy. I've refound my love for the music. I'm at parties all the time, more focused, not missing any more gigs. Like, Tawatsi's on a good path, you know what I mean? But all I know is deep down, real deep down inside, one thing still remains.